Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Barack and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or how about Niecy Nash and Jay Tucker? All this time we've been talking about Queen Niecy Nash. We never talked about her love.
Oh.
What's wrong with us?
Crazy.
So her and Jay's been married since 2011, and they have a blended family. So Niecy was married before, and correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all check my stats, fam. I think also he was married. Mm-hmm. So they each have kids, and they bring their kids together. They have this beautiful blended family. They went from strangers to being married in about a year. So I'm always fascinated by that. We're going to have a conversation about that one day on our podcast of folks who, like, 6 months to a year, like, they're going to go from strangers to being married. I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah. Because
I think we're the complete opposite. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I admire folks to be like, fuck it, you the one, let's move forward on it. Now, you can always count on the talkers to share the love and bring the laugh. So I love just looking at them on Instagram. If y'all do not follow Niecy Nash on Instagram, y'all are missing it. One of my favorite things they had on Instagram, or I should say I knew when they Black Love was real, when Niecy was on there in hair rollers. And this ain't, you know how sometimes folks, or I would say celebrities, they like plot pictures.
Yeah.
And you be like, sis, bro, cause that ain't real. With a full beaded face, a Mac. He got baby oil. I said, this not real. But Niecy was real because she had them oversized rollers in her hair, standing in her kitchen, cutting her husband's hair.
What?
Come on.
Damn, that's a down-ass chick.
And it looked like it was like the kids taking a picture. Uh-huh. And you can see Niecy at first like, put that motherfucker. It's all right. I'm still fly though. Like, you know, I just admire that. Like I said, she had these big yellow rollers hanging from her head. Using that electric razor, you know, rather than being embarrassed, she embraced it. I think at the end she gave him a kiss. Mm. And again, if you go to her Instagram, she constantly kissing up on her boo, talking about her marriage. And also, I think what's unique about them, the idea of being married at a later age. Uh-huh. So a lot of folks think that love's over, you know, either if you're at a certain age or if you've done it before. I think this idea of divorce is so taboo I'm not going to say the Black community. I say all communities, that when folks go to get remarried, they think they're not supposed to have a celebration. Is that something you heard, like stereotypes you've heard? Like, so say if you were married, right? Mm-hmm. Then you got divorced and you were remarried. Now, from the stereotypes you hear or your like family culture, are you supposed to have a big wedding?
No.
But why?
I don't know. It's like having a baby shower when you have a second kid.
That's what I'm saying. And I think listen here. Every child Nayambi have, I'm having a baby shower. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, you know, at first, you know, I remember people like, well, we ain't gonna be buying y'all gifts and all that. Like y'all buying big ass gifts now.
Right.
It be the niggas giving you a $25 gift talking about we ain't giving you all this again. Well, nigga, keep your $25.
And guess what? You ain't gotta come.
Like, so I'm really anti that. I always been anti that. Like, I have friends who have multiple kids. I'm like, when the baby shower, child? Like, they're like, well, I don't want to have it again. It's another boy. I said, fuck that.
Shit.
We having a celebration every time. And I say the same thing for the folks who get married. If you got divorced, the shit ain't work out, why shouldn't your shit be celebrated? Hey, bitch, if you want to wear a white ass dress.
Every time,
you do that. Okay? So I've always, like, you know, really just given big ups to folks who live in their best life and moving forward. And again, Niecy Nash and Jay Tucker, I just love they love. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nayambi.
And this is episode 43, y'all.
Episode 43.
Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We back in white ass New England.
Damn. That was quick. Mm-hmm. We already back in white ass New England.
Back in white ass New England.
And I can feel it. I feel like as soon as the plane touched the ground.
Fuck.
I said, what is that? Crafty crackers. Like, it is just too much. But anyway.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media. That's at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. Baby, what you got?
So like we were saying in our intro, it's back to reality. So I'm back to work. It's back to white people. Like, I just had to get my mind right. So this is kind of my second day back to work. And like I said, I don't have a hard job, but it's just getting back into like the mental game where you just kind of look at your eyes and roll your eyes at people like, Jesus, can we just all stay on vacation and be in vacation mode? So I'm just mentally getting ready for that. And also just, I enjoyed DC. Did you enjoy DC?
I love DC.
We spent that last day with Nia. How y'all like Nia? I heard y'all really liked him on the podcast.
You cool people.
And you cool people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hosting us. Like, in that last day we were there, we just chilled. Like, we slept in, ate a big old breakfast, watched all these TV. We watched like 3 or 4 different TV. Like, we didn't commit.
No.
I started a show called The Sinner. I started something called The Miss. We was watching, what was you was watching that
Manhunt, that Unabomber shit.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna talk about that in your update. But Niram had us watching the Unabomber, and I thought it was gonna be trash. I'm not gonna lie, but I got into it.
That shit was the bomb.
I said, this is good as hell.
Flame emojis.
So we start getting, you know how you just be with friends and you on a couch, I'm all cuddled up, just eating snacks. The only time we really get up to eat is to eat. And then before we went to the airport, we went to this like mom and pop shop out there, and they had like these bomb crab cakes. I thought they were good. Did you like them?
Man, them crab cakes was as big as my fist.
Yeah. But they were so good, and the airport was good, and we ended up buying like these teas from some sis in the airport. It was her business, right? She
broke Naomi down.
She didn't break me down. I believe in supporting Black-owned businesses.
I knew it was going to happen because we had first we got some Pinkberry.
Of course, because I got to get snacks. And then
Naomi's like, well, let me just walk around. And then sis came like, would y'all like to support a Black-owned business?
I said, yeah.
And I was like, she got us. Then Naomi like, this your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it ain't your stuff, I ain't buying it.
Because the owner need to be here.
Yeah.
This is Saw Enough Shop. The owner need to be here, honey.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, all right. So actually, it was good. I actually, she sold teas.
Yeah.
We bought the peach ginger tea. And you can do it hot or cold. But a lot of things, when I go to work, I take it in my water bottle and I just throw a tea bag in there and let it steep all day. You know, to get a little caffeine, get a little sweetness from it. It's good though. Like we'll have to link the name of the tea to shout out her. So
and your boy is on the hustle. We support you. You support us. So you know what I did, y'all.
What?
I gave her ass a few flyers. Like, here you go, girl.
Niram's favorite pastime.
Follow us.
It's Niram's favorite pastime.
Niram hustling. Niram is a hustler.
I know.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Okay, my check-in.
Yes, it is.
And then lastly, I just wanted to touch quickly about I didn't get a chance to watch Being Mary Change or the Black Love doc. That came back on.
Oh,
we need to watch that. We'll watch it before like Friday or Monday's update. But I did watch that Insecure. It's just lots of craziness. I was watching something. I think it was Justin J. And at first he was like, yeah, I want Insecure to be an hour. Then he's like, no, I don't. I'm right with him. Like, I don't think I can handle 60 minutes of Insecure. Like, it been to make me be like, just throw a brick or a banana or an encyclopedia or some incense. A meditation book, a yoga block. It just made me want to throw something at the TV. So, where do we begin? So, why is Issa still? Did I miss really what happened? So, Issa's mad that this guy came on her face.
Yeah, she's still mad.
Like, was it something? I think Justin J also brought this up. Was there something that I missed? Like, did he hold the back of her neck? Like, did he grip a little too hard? Like, I just don't get it. And also, you know, I seen when she got petty when she called him back. And he was like, well, I guess we both even now. And she lost her damn mind. I was like, well, sis, you did do him wrong. Like, you know, when do you be like, touche, my nigga? Like, you know, when do you just be like, game recognized game?
I know, right?
When do you become Arya Stark? When do you be like, all right, I see you?
And I don't think coming in the face is actually a get back.
I mean, she should have thought, maybe she shouldn't have sucked his dick. Now I sound like the white man. She asked for it.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Now I sound like white men. Look, I sound like the white fro boy. She asked for it.
Truthfully,
I mean, but
she had the penis in her mouth. She had the hand. She had penis control.
Yeah, she forced
so it's her
on
fault.
him.
It's her fault that she got cum in her eye.
Like I said, I think I'm just getting a little too old. I think I'm right at the brink of aging out of Insecure. Does that make sense? Not aging out of watching it. Of course, it's a great television, but aging out of directly relating to it. Does that make sense? Like SZA album. Like I appreciate SZA's album because she's a bomb vocalist, not necessarily because of her lyrics.
Right. Because you don't live none of that.
I don't like. I'm like sis can blow, but I'm like, hey ho, I ain't got time for all that. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like our parents when some rap songs come out. They be like, oh, I like the beat. Yeah. But I don't co-sign. I don't do Molly. So I think that's how it is with Insecure. And I think I need to just go in it with that mind frame because I went in like they are me, we are she, and we are all one. But we not. Like I don't think me and Issa, none of them girls, we would be friends. Low key, who's the Amanda Steele's character? The Dubois. I probably would be friends with them. Yeah. And I know I don't come off like that, but I'd rather have some folks that got some more shit going. Like a lot of time, her name Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany.
She be on some, bougie shit, but a lot of times she dismiss their asses. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? She be like, yeah, that's some stupid shit. Or even the shit that's going on where, everybody talking slick about her and her husband in the hotel, but you didn't know he was in the fucking hotel till he came back home, right?
Right.
Keep your business to your goddamn self. Meanwhile, on the ranch, we know everything that's going on with Molly and Issa, correct?
Right.
Come on. So I don't know. Like, I just feel indifferent to Issa. Like, I don't like Issa as a character. I don't like her. I think that's why I whispered it. I don't like her.
Are you still team no one?
Absolutely. I'm team Game of Thrones. I'm team Khaleesi, the dragon. What are you talking about? I am team no one on this show.
She said she team Khaleesi.
What
No, y'all be team Charlie Borderline West.
Yes, I'm team. Yes, Queen Sugar coming back in a month. That's who I'm team. Issa, Insecure. I ain't team none of them. I'm watching them because Issa and her team are brilliant writers and they're brilliant directors. I don't directly relate to them motherfucking storylines, but they do a good job of it.
Evidently somebody relate to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had to separate myself because I think I went into just because I'm a brown 30-something to automatically think it was me, but it's not.
It's not you.
First of all, I don't even think they're maybe even pointing to the 30-somethings.
I don't know.
I think it might be a little bit younger than the 30-something.
It has to be because I just think about
Molly
being 30 and like going through that fuckery.
Ain't nobody tired. Like, I feel like even at this age, I'm like, shit, I'm taking a nap. Do you know, like,
yeah,
like even when I'm beefed out with some of my friends, I'm like, child, I'm tired. Can we just pick this up tomorrow? Can we just?
Are we friends or not?
I'm sorry. So, but I've finally been able to separate that. Like, I'm finally in the space where I can just truly appreciate the art, and not because I think before I was just trying to find myself in each of the characters.
Yeah,
and it was been so many episodes where I'm like, that ain't not. No, that ain't not yet. No. So I think I just have to separate that. But it's a great piece of work and everything.
I think you just need to look at it as like a form of entertainment. Like this is just black entertainment.
Yes. And I think before I was looking forward to read my journal. And it don't have to.
No, I don't.
And it might later on in the season or another season or as it goes on. But just I think in this season, this one for Nyambi. But it's somebody else. It's another brown girl out there it is for.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it for that. But that dinner party, another reason I know I was getting too old. I started getting mad for the Dubois. They done put all this fucking money into this dinner party, and these niggas won't shut the fuck up and eat the fucking cake, anime. So that Kelly gets on my damn nerves too. So first Kelly got an attitude for the drink. Meanwhile, you don't mix them both together. Talking about I ain't like the drink, so I mixed them together and I got that. Hey bitch, keep that to yourself. This is free liquor.
Yeah.
And then the cake. I don't like carrot cake. Who the fuck asked you? Lawrence, bringing the date. Motherfucker, did it say +1 on your invitation?
Nope.
First of all, why was Lawrence even invited? If they know him through Issa. So Issa, you need to have a conversation with your friends.
Yeah, you got to pick somebody.
Come on, you got to pick. But I feel like that's grown people.
Especially if they ain't really reconciled or nor had a conversation.
But that's grown talk. Like
I
would even because I'm getting the feeling that the old boy is close with Lawrence.
Yeah.
And the girl. You know what I'm saying?
But a conversation need to be had. Like, look,
or you don't invite Issa because it's old boy birthday.
Yeah.
And you be about your shit and be like, hey sis, I can't invite you to his birthday because Lawrence coming and he like Lawrence, he like him better than you. Yeah. I'm sorry, we got to be grown.
Exactly.
Well, but that's grown.
And if it's a real ass friend, it's like, okay, cool.
I ain't want to go no way. Don't expect no gift card. Swings hair, walk away. Do you know?
Right.
So I don't even think that was had. Or being if we're talking about Amanda Seals and the Dubois relationship, pussy has the power. No, I want my girl Issa to be there. You're going to have to forget Lawrence. You just know him for 30 minutes. What you going to say? Okay, he can't come. Y'all nigga go to Buffalo Wild Wings on Tuesday. What? Do you see, like, it's just ways that could have been, resolved.
Yeah, it could have been resolved.
That just threw me off. But Lawrence, it was tacky for him to bring somebody. It's somebody who didn't know. It wasn't that in this fool. I didn't know it was a sit-down dinner. What the fuck dinner? What type? How else do you eat dinner? What do you? Why are you?
Because I couldn't even come up with nothing.
What do you mean? See, that's what I would have responded to his ass.
I couldn't come up with no shady
how
response.
How else do we eat dinner? Where are we at a food truck fest? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then knowing your friends, they extra. But I was with the Dubois when they had a table sitting. And Molly trying to be messy and sleep with that jump off. And Amanda Seals and Tiffany's like, hey, bitch, we got table markers.
Right. We got table settings.
And I agree. Because, again, I done paid all this money. I don't have time for y'all foolishness.
I need y'all niggas to sit where I want y'all to sit.
Because I paid for the food. I paid for the drink. Sat down, smiled, sing Stevie Wonder happy birthday. So I think just my older 30 part would have just been like, okay. And also just as a friend. Like, I don't think I'm definitely not as bougie as Tiffany or anything. Mm-hmm. You know, I believe in a dinner party, but I'm not on 10 like that. But coming from the friend perspective, when do you just let your friends be great?
You gotta let them be great, especially if it's a birthday party.
Why don't you just let them? Like, it's her part or his party, the Dubois. It's just, y'all already know. Just let them be great.
You got to. It's your friend's birthday. Let them do what they want to.
Yes.
If they want to cry, let them cry. Right. You know, if they got a birthday color, shout out to you, Nia, and you want everybody to wear your birthday color, wear the fucking color.
Why? Like, why is it so much? So I think I was low-key a little triggered kind of by that. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, I was a little triggered by that. Like, they acting there's too much energy. I think that's the thing. It's too much energy on foolishness.
Yeah, you focusing too much on yourself and not on the person who's actually you celebrating for.
I don't even think he had a line. Did old boy have a line for his birthday? It's up, hey.
He has said something.
And look, this is line. That's some slapping hands with everybody. Did he even say anything?
I think he said something. I don't know what he said. Yeah.
Have a seat.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's the trigger to a bad party when that happened. Okay, lastly, I got to go to the tamale. She's so smart but so stupid. Ain't she the definition of book smart?
Yeah.
And no lacking common sense and street smart. Second, okay. Dro's lying to her. His wife does not know he's in an open relationship.
I can't tell. The way her interaction, because
the wife is not awkward at all.
No, the wife is not awkward at all. But Molly's all super awkward. So I just don't know. Like if the wife is just like, oh, okay, like I know you fucking my man. We got this open relationship. Conversation like, hey girl, or is she like,
she don't know.
Ignorant is bliss. Hey girl, how you doing? Type shit.
She don't know they fucking.
I didn't know how. They didn't give me enough context clues.
She did not know they was fucking because if she was fucking, we would have said something. What's it called? Subliminals. Like, because she knew sis was awkward. Because I feel like if she knew they was fucking, sis awkward, you'd be like, sis, you don't gotta. I feel like that would have happened. Like, you can relax, sis, around me.
Even when she was like trying to pick up the or she's like, hey, the bartender look fine and all this other stuff. I thought, she was gonna try to make a move to show like, oh, this is an open relationship. That's cool. But I didn't get that, so I'm still a little confused.
She don't know. Dro's a liar.
Well,
or they're in an open relationship, but I bet you Molly was off. Whatchamacallit. I'm from people I've talked to in an open relationship. They have folks who are like off bound. Am I saying that right?
Off limits.
Off limits. Mm. And I bet Molly was off limits. Mm. I bet that was what that was.
Either way, if he come out,
liar.
If he come out as a liar, I was right because I've been saying that nigga was a liar since then.
Shout out again to Justin J. What did he say? He looked like that. Dro looked like that one from Space Jam.
The purple one. The purple one. The blue one.
I told y'all he aloof in the face. Aloof. LOOF. Aloof. ALOO. Aloof. Damn.
I cannot.
What do you mean you cannot? Because every time he come on here, and now I'm really going ham on him because he on some fuckboy shit. So I really got to go. And then she got nerve to have sex. See, that's how I know they in an open relationship. Ain't nothing in an open relationship when we out on a date, you can go in the bathroom and fuck somebody. No. Bruh, sis, cuz all y'all who are in open relationship, y'all send me an email, let me know if that's in the rules. And I'm 20 feet out the door. When he had time to go tell her he was doing that, he didn't. You see what I'm saying? Mm. He's a liar.
Okay.
Like a dog. Lying like a dog on a rug. And then lastly, Molly calling her mama and asking her, why did she stay with her daddy? Molly, is not your motherfucking business. Am I wrong for that? Molly, this is the line, Molly. You've run a 5K. You've run a 5K past it. You've crossed the line, okay? The race is over. That's not your business. And meanwhile, why she's still not happy when her mom was like, because I loved him. He made me feel better than he made me feel worse. Why is that not good enough?
Because
what?
She's a lawyer. She's super smart and she just can't comprehend that.
So that just bothered me. I think we have to have this boundary episode. I think Molly definitely crossed the boundary with her mother. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't think that was appropriate for her to have that conversation. I think more so because of the way she treated her mother.
Yeah.
It wasn't like on some mama, can I talk to you one-on-one?
Yeah.
Girl talk. she was disrespectful to her mom,
Very
and like
so.
through this big thing, and like. So from there, you can't handle the truth. What is that? Bitch, you can't handle the truth because you having this tantrum, right? It's different if she came from like grown woman to grown woman. That's different. But Miley just thinks relationships are just these fairy tales, and they're not. And she really about to be blown off the water once it come out that Dro been lying like a dog this whole time. Better yet, or Dro gets some type of STD.
Ooh.
I'm itching thinking about it.
God damn.
But lastly, I know this said lastly a lot. The guy with the pastor body. What's his name? LaCroix. You know the guy you like, the comedian, the black guy with the glasses. Get out, TSA.
Oh, Lil Rel.
Oh, what did I say?
LaCroix.
You said it like I was off.
You got the little right.
Is it L-E or L-I?
L-I-L-I-L. Lil.
Is like Lil, like little.
Lil. Like, Lil Wayne.
Speaking of Lil Wayne, y'all keep him prayed up, honey. He been having seizures.
I know, right?
They say it ain't that surfer allegedly, but someone bring him some green juice and alkaline water stat. Because something ain't right. But anyway, I need them two to get together. Did you get vibes that he was trying to throw like little...
He was trying to get down there.
Giving her them little Garrett's popcorn. Then she gonna take it to Dro.
Yeah.
And Dro talking about, what is that? I don't like it. You don't have my pussy in your mouth. Eat this popcorn. So, any other thoughts on Insecure?
I look forward to seeing what the next episode
is. It can't be too many left, right?
I don't know. How many episodes?
All right. Oh, lastly.
Lastly again.
This should be the name of the episode. Lastly. DACA. I'm still processing a little bit, y'all. So I'm not going to go through a whole spiel. I can't even promise you this week. Like, I really got to process some shit. Next week, we'll make this a part of Pillow Talk. I'm sorry. Like, that's what I just got to say. Over, 800,000?
Yep.
I'm sorry. We did a disservice. We let you down. The government is on some bullshit. The president is a coward. He didn't even come out and say it. He sent Sessions, old racist looking ass.
What is his name?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care to come out and say it. And to add insult to injury, after the president pardoned that racist ass sheriff who explicitly discriminated against immigrants, and specifically immigrants from the Latino background. Mm-hmm. How disrespectful. Within the same week. Yeah. You pardon someone for doing it. So basically saying it's okay. And then you come on and rescind this policy? Y'all get it. What Joel Osteen say? Find a Bible. What's it called? A Bible-filled church. A Bible-led church. If you just said what I said, you've been saved. Like, what is going... Like, you got to be prayed up going through this. I know I'm sending some special prayers for my DACA folks out there. And not even DACA folks, just to be a Latino in America. Yeah. Because y'all know that's how white folks see you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how white folks see it. They don't realize you've been here your whole damn life. Right. Like, they're not a damn immigrant. Like, no.
Your ass is born here.
Born here.
Your ass from Bronx.
You say from the Bronx. Stand up Bronx. Or wherever you from. So I would just say my heart goes out to y'all. You have an advocate and an ally. I'm already researching how I'm going to reach out to Lizzie Warren. You know, Lizzie already on 10 though, but I'm already researching how I'm going to reach out to my representative, who the hell I need to call and cuss out. And I'm going to see what protests I can go get into. Y'all know I got to work this weekend, but I'm going to see what protests I can get into this weekend, next week. But y'all know Nyambi is known for writing a letter. So you don't got to worry about that. Letters have been writ. And I'm ready to go for that. But I think that was really heartbreaking to me because I think it hurts so many. Not that I'm not worried about the adults. Yeah. But the kids.
The babies.
The babies. Like, adults, we gonna work. They'll work through. Like, it's a way. But I think the kids.
Like your parents getting deported and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then the lack of security they have.
The babies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the babies supposed to do? Yeah. Like, or the idea that these kids had that they were going to go to school or work or, like these were their dreams and they thought that this was their reality and future. Mm-hmm. And, God willing, hopefully still is. But today, how someone just shitted on that like it was nothing. Parents is different. Parents know the bullshit when they smelling it, right? I know a lot of the grown folks with the DAC, when they seen it, they say, oh, child, we on the time clock. Let's hurry up. But the kids, I think that's the most hurtful part to me. Because I feel like they're losing hope, morality. Yeah. The morality.
Losing morale.
And I think that's the piece that just, strikes a really soft spot in my heart.
You know what? This week is a lot of shit going on. You had Harvey, you got Irma, you got this DACA shit. You got fucking North and South Korea acting the fuck up.
Like they just playing Warship. What's the game called?
Battleship.
Nigga, this is life. This is not a board game.
So there's a lot going on. So y'all do whatever y'all need to do for self-care.
You have to do self-care, but before we go down that route, which you're going to have to, like, I'm going to put on my bentonite clay mask. But y'all, we got to work on this.
Yeah, we do.
We might can't do every single topic at once, but pick something. So if you're going to focus on the DACA, do that. If you're going to do this health insurance, do that. We can't lose track, though. We have to continue to move forward.
It's like, we just need to have like a team meeting.
And everybody divide up.
Everybody need to come together and divide up. Like, this is what we're going to do. Because this is what they want. They want multiple fires in the air, so you don't know where to stop and go and directing energy.
Because we got a lot of stuff going on. Like we got the DACA babies we have to worry about. We have all these natural disasters that are hitting or about to hit and that hit. We have health insurance stuff that's going on. They just had a tax reform announcement that I haven't even had a chance to listen to or read. I don't know what the fuck that's popping off about. North and South Korea, I don't know who mad at who, why. I don't know what the fuck is popping off with that. Putin's still in the fucking midst. I ain't forgot about that shit. Like, it's a lot of these things that's...
Colin Kaepernick still ain't got no job.
He still don't got no job. And it's just all stirring and it's exhausting. I know it's something where President Obama had to come out and say it. He got Twitter fingers too, honey. He wrote a blog post?
Yeah, he wrote a nice ass blog post. He wrote a nice ass blog post on Facebook.
And he said, this is too much because it's getting so disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then lastly, so we're going to and then lastly, that's the name of it. We should just change it to lastly. But we have these natural disasters that are occurring. So not only Harvey and Irma, but out in the West, we have these fires that's going on. So you telling me instead of focusing on our U.S. citizens, okay, that's what we're so concerned about, these U.S. citizens who are in these natural disasters, why wouldn't we focus on sending them help right now before we start talking about DACA? Does that, like, it's not prioritizing.
It don't make sense.
We have at least 5 to 7 natural disasters going on right now in our country. 5 to 7, and ranging everything from floods to fires.
Yep.
But yet Jeff Sessions thought it was appropriate to come on and talk about DACA.
It don't make sense.
And mind you, these people are people who are paying taxes, who done lived here their whole lives, natural citizens, blue passports.
Right.
And they can't get the resource. And then at the end got the nerve to say, well, maybe we can think about DACA, creating some type of immigration policy if we can put up the damn wall. Fuck that wall. We really fucked the wall now. You definitely can't get a motherfucking wall. I want to build a tunnel. Come on through. Can we start that? Liberals, exactly. Can we start a tunnel? We was on an underground tunnel that we could just come on through at night. Mexico to New York. We just want a whole ass tunnel. Just, I don't know. But like I said, y'all give me a little time to decompress. Give me some time to write my letters. I believe in writing my letters. And we'll have a deeper conversation about it. If it's not Friday, it'll be sometime next week of, not just DACA, just everything that's going on in the 45 Cheeto administration. Because we have to stay aware. We have to stay abreast.
Yeah.
But I do need a day to decompress.
Yes, we do.
Because I've been saying something crazy on here.
Damn. We ain't got back good, and there's already some fuckery happening.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to go back on vacation. God damn.
Yeah.
Well, Power season finale.
Yeah.
That motherfucking Tyreek. The memes got me. Whoever did that Soldier Boy meme that was like when he had that interview with Blad when he talking about how you shooting those niggas up like pow.
What?
And then another one came in, bow. And talking about that's how Tyreek was explaining the Ghost and Tommy how he shot Ray Ray. That shit was hilarious. Tyreek still needs to be killed. I don't care. His ass needs to die off. I'll be glad when he die. And why the fuck? I don't understand how Dre can live through this season. What I am excited to see is how the gang and got back together. You got Tommy, Ghost, and Kanan ass and came back together, and they riding to go kill up kill Dre. But there's just so many cliffhangers that's going on. So you got Tyreek who done killed Ray Ray, this undercover cop with Tasha's gun. They done found the bullet in the hole. Yeah. Because, Tommy thought he picked up all the bullets. Y'all know Tasha Gunn got was taken by the police, and they ran shit on it just to make sure
all that shit.
That gun wasn't used. So all they got to do is what they call in CSI, CODIS.
Yes.
All they got to do is put that shit in CODIS.
Did you say CODIS? I just like what the hell you said. Yeah, I know what you meant though. Yeah, because I'm sure they done shot bullets from that gun, so they know exactly. Right. They know exactly how the bullet gonna look that come from her gun, and it's like a fingerprint. So every gun is different. They already got that on file, honey. Yeah, and exactly. They found it in a wall. You right? Yeah, it's a wrap.
So they didn't find it in pristine condition and everything else. I don't know if you picked up the similarities of like the first episode of Power, of first season, when Tasha was like taking some shirts down to the to wherever the hell was that. I want to call it the incinerator, and throwing some shirts down there, and her taking Tyreek down there and doing it for his son too. So I don't know if Tyreek gonna end up being in the gang too.
Is he gonna join? Last long, honey.
He sure like.
He ain't gonna last.
But I feel like he's already there. Mm-hmm. So Ghost just got to go ahead and teach him.
Yes.
Just in the memory arena.
No, you send his ass to that boarding school in Connecticut.
His ass ain't going to fucking Chope.
He need to go to Chope because he ain't gonna live. You trying to kill him there?
I think at this point he's just so wide open. Y'all need to tell his ass the truth and get his ass some fucking help on that fucking lean.
Yeah. Now you speaking the truth.
Because
he's addicted. He's an addict.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's what Kanan ass wanted. He wanted to hurt his son. That's how he did it. Yeah. He got him right in that right age where his ass was being defiant and everything else. And now his ass off that lean, don't know how to fucking function without it.
Exactly.
I was a little sad that I didn't get to see Tommy's daddy again in this.
Is he dead?
No, he ain't dead.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
That nigga ain't dead.
Oh, okay. So,
looking forward to seeing what the next season is. I hope that hopefully they get more episodes because this season was definitely rushed.
By 50 cents.
I do feel like it was
rushed.
Did
he pay you?
No, he did not pay me.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it sounded like it did the way you said it like that. He did not pay me.
He did not pay me.
Yeah, it sounded like he did.
If he did, if he want to, let me know. I can go ahead and
well, Nyambi ain't for sale.
Oh.
I'm going to tell the truth.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm still mad at 50 Cent when he talking about, I didn't know my penis was going to be on the television. Well, why you pull it out? Where you thought it was going to go? In her secret collection? Like, what you thought?
Yeah. So, that's over. Hopefully, what's her name? Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent get it together and try to put together a season.
Hold on. Oh, wait. They didn't renew them?
Yeah, they renewed it. But I hope that they get it together and put together a season that's not as telegraphable as this one.
Oh.
Like, don't rush it or...
they just got to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Actually, I don't mind it fast. Hold the hell up. American Horror Story. When did that come on?
They can come on this week.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I remember you was talking about producers, and I just thought immediately of Ryan Murphy. Okay. We will be doing summaries of American Horror Story. You hear me? Yes.
That is Naomi's jam.
Oh, I love American Horror Story.
What else is going on? So while she's looking at that... my new favorite TV show or docuseries is called Manhunt. It's on Discovery Channel. Mm-hmm. And it's about the Unabomber and how they found that nigga and the process of going through that. And like the guy who put together this new process of, using people's languages and, the words that they write and speak to identify a person. That was pretty dope.
I didn't know. I was so disconnected. Who did I thought it was at first?
Timothy McVeigh.
And this is who?
Ted Kaczynski. I don't know.
Teddy V.
Ted Kaczynski or something like that.
And see, I had this because one was the Oklahoma City.
Yeah. That's Timothy McVeigh.
He the one who did that. And then the Unabomber was the one who did this for years, though.
Yeah.
Was super, super intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's fascinating. I didn't know this is how, what they call it, something linguistics.
Idiolects and things of that
sort.
sort.
So using that, I thought that was brilliant. Like that's because I thought it was just gonna be about this. We found this crazy white man, but it wasn't that. It was more the background story and actually how they built the case, like good, bad, and ugly. And I thought it was very, very interesting.
The Unabomber is an interesting individual.
I mean, he's brilliant. I think that's the first part.
Yeah,
scary, brilliant.
He has an IQ of like what was it, like 170 or something bullshit like that.
Yeah. So
high as fuck. Child prodigy, graduated from Harvard, got a PhD, and some form of mathematics that only 4 people in the world know how to do it.
Come on.
Shit, if it's that, is it even real?
Shut up. You say it's even real.
Is it even real? So, just going through that and shit and just, the whole process of how he became the Unabomber and things of that sort. And you you haven't watched the last couple episodes,
no,
because you was work, but it went through like the Harvard studies that he was at his ass in.
Yes, that's what I wanted to bring up. Like this idea. Well, you told the studies. You set the tone.
So the Unabomber was in these studies and back in Harvard where they take like all your opinions. Like you write out all your opinions and things of that sort. And they said that you was gonna like debate like other college students. So you write out all your opinions and things of that sort. But basically what they did was take all your opinions and your thoughts and then gave it to lawyers. And they basically came back and like berated you while you was tied up to machine, to get EKGs and everything else, like over and over again. So you missed it because like one point, they had a fake letter that came from his mama, quote, I'm doing air quotes, and it was talking about how, he was a disgrace and how he wet the bed and everything like that. And you could see how he was getting mad. So he had did this shit like every week for like 9 weeks or something like that. And it was crazy as fuck.
But the thing is, we're not talking about this happened once or twice, y'all. This happened for 3 years.
Yeah.
So how could someone not have a mental break?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So that's one of the things that he's talking about, how like the Harvard study.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Turned his ass rogue.
Yeah, I could believe it.
Yeah, so
I can believe how academia can turn anyone rogue, especially when you're at the graduate level or your faculty rank. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, and like I said, I've been in academia. I may or may not go back. Academia ain't none of us. It's just a big old group of nerds who really weren't popular, but smart.
Yeah.
And then you put them all together, and low social interpersonal skills, really don't get along with people. What you think gonna happen?
Yeah. So
it's the battle of the intellect. And academia is one of the most cutthroat, I think, professions out there.
It is.
I know folks talk about what it is to be entrepreneur and creatives, but y'all support each other for the most part. Academics live for cutting each other down.
Yeah.
Like that's sport for them. They just call it peer review.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Peer review. Like, I don't want to say something else, but like that is what is based off. Mm-hmm. So if we thinking about academia as a whole, right, it's supposed to be based off gaining knowledge and expand. No, it ain't. Mm-hmm. Them lies they tell. Yeah. Am I talking out of class? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of class.
Yeah, you're not talking. I don't know. Let us know, other blurs out there. What y'all think about it?
Yeah, what's the blurs or the black students in grad school? Or it's some of y'all I know, staff members or faculty members. Folks, it's they crazy.
It is. And it's a hustle. Truthfully, academia is a hustle.
Yeah.
It is a hustle, and you got to figure out how to work the game to continue to be prosperous in it, because a lot of people is not prosperous in it.
No.
So you got to find your whole thing, but that's a whole different.
Ain't it?
We going down. So moving back on. Speaking about academia.
What was it? Players Club. Don't hate to play it. Don't let it play you. Remember who was that? Who Diamond told her?
Oh yeah.
You be the player. Don't let it play. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
No, it was not that. But it was basically don't let it use you, honey. Yeah. That's academia, honey. It's like the strip club. You're right. Yeah. Academia is like the strip clubs. You know how it was levels of strip clubs. So you got King of Diamonds. What's that? Harvard.
Yeah.
And then you got the one on the corner. That's the community colleges. Come on. And then all up in academia is shady shit going on. Yeah. That's happening in the Champagne room, honey. There's a lot of shit happening in the Champagne. I mean the dean. Okay.
Yeah, the departments, whatever. It's a lot of shady shit going down in academia.
It is. I need to write something that I know I said the academic slave trade, but maybe we should relate it to the Players Club. Mm-hmm. Academia and equivalencies to the strip club, the modern day strip club. Oh my goodness. Who's the strippers?
The students.
Hey!
Because they get in there and
or is it the grad students?
It's one of them. Because you think of it.
The grad student is the one with the blonde hair. They got that girl raped. They got the undergrad raped.
Because you think of everybody go to the strip club because they want a better life, right?
Yeah, everybody want to get a better life.
They got hopes and dreams that they're going to make this fast cash.
It's fast money, just 4 years, in and out.
Yeah, you're going to make this fast cash, and then you're going to start a weave line.
Yeah.
Same thing with academia. You get in here, you think you're gonna graduate and you're gonna go be a veterinarian.
Yeah.
But they fool your ass, got you, bitch. Because you got more schooling. Oh, you ain't passed these tests.
Yep.
Now your ass got a fucking a degree in pre vet and can't get no real job nowhere. And now you working at Quicken Loans.
Oh, we're not. like you said, this is a route that we didn't go down, but you know how we do.
And I'm talking all this shit. Yeah, I got.
I know.
Yeah, I'm working on my second master.
Come on. I know I've been touched by white hands. We just know the game. That's all. Would I do it differently if I know what I know now? Absolutely. But look, ask me a question. I'll give you the answer.
Shit, my ass would have went to business or finance and went to fucking Wall Street. And get all the fucking money.
I don't know what I would have did.
Got enough money. You know, I would have been like the white boys. You work hard for like a good 6 years out of school.
Did you say 6 years?
I'm telling you, you work a good 6 years out of school, and then you get tired of the shit, and then you move to Puerto Rico or Costa Rica because you're tired of the hard lifestyle, but you got enough money to live in Costa Rica for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm nuts.
So talking as we talking about this, I am gearing up to go back to class. So I got a couple of papers I need to be reading and shit like that. I don't know. I'm over it.
You over what?
I don't know. I got senioritis.
I've been having senioritis since 2005.
I got senioritis. I'm so over these classes.
Yeah.
Like I'm done. Just give me my degree.
Yeah.
What else do I need to show to you that I deserve to have a second master's degree? Mm-hmm. I feel like hell, if I got one, I can get two.
Okay.
So just go ahead and give it to me. I'm just taking these classes, and I'm like,
I think it's just hard in your situation when you maybe know, not necessarily know, but maybe doing more than what even the professors are doing.
Yeah.
So it's like who teaching who here?
Yeah. So because just doing that, because I've been doing social media since 2011. So, like, what else can they really teach me about social media that I don't know? Yeah. Or some of the shit that I'm doing, the Texas that I'm doing, and they don't even know how to do yet. So,
exactly.
But they ain't even taught yet because nobody has written a book on it.
Yes.
So, like,
just
just
to write the book. That's why.
I know, right? So, just going through that and just working through that so I can go ahead and graduate and get this damn degree. Other than that, I'm going to Miami, y'all. I'm not going to Miami where Irma's going, but I got this little job at this little tech company, and they sent me to Miami for training.
Get excited.
I am excited.
I was gonna come, but I think I need folks who are in couples too. Sometimes this is nothing they don't tell y'all about being in a relationship. Sometimes you look forward when your partner go out of town.
So we need to figure out.
I just plan on stretching out in the bed and just relaxing the whole time.
Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing.
We need to figure out. I need to show you how to do everything so we can record.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean no? Let's just do it for you, go. I don't want to do all that.
Okay.
We'll do it for you, leave.
So they're sending me to Miami, and I'm a little excited. It's a little tech company doing a little social media work. But I'm still out here doing my freelancing game and everything else like that. I know y'all be peeping out the little audiograms that I be doing on
okay,
Instagram.
Miriam. Okay.
So if y'all interested, go ahead and shoot me an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Black with no K.
Thank you.
And lastly, my heart and prayers just want to go out to everyone who has lost someone during Hurricane Harvey, and as y'all go ahead and try to pick up the pieces and figure out y'all housing situation and trying to rebuild and things of that sort. And then my prayers also go out to the people who will be affected with Hurricane Irma. So if it's anything that y'all haven't learned from the people and Harvey, like, if you can get the fuck out. Like, I know that some people, they live in check to check. Their job situation might not permit them to leave, but if you can leave,
do it.
Go ahead and get the fuck on.
Yeah, just for your safety. And I know it has to be heart-wrenching to lose your home and a lot of the material things, pictures, but y'all life is so much more worth it.
Yeah, so much more.
Yeah.
So just doing that and getting back. So my prayers go to y'all because last time I checked, it was like a Category 5.
Jesus.
And it's about to hit. It's about to hit tonight.
And they say was a global warming ain't real. So you can't tell me global warming don't got nothing to do with all these thick-ass storms.
We got these punk-ass storms. These thick-ass hurricanes. Yeah. You got these fucking wildfires in 8 states.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you go from, there are streams. So how do you go from all this flooding to, all this dry patches? And we got this administration who's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
We got some black love.
Yes, we do. I'm so excited.
And so go ahead and submit your black love story. Go to blacklovematters.com and submit your black love story, and we shout you guys out.
Absolutely.
This week's black love story comes from Fred and B, who has been
it's
together.
B or Bree?
Let's go with B.
No, that's B. B-R-E. Bree.
Okay, Bree.
You talking about B? I guess we can just say B too. But it's
B.
Bree.
Fred
Bree.
Fred and Bree.
Yeah.
Who has been together for 4.5 years and been engaged for 2 months.
All right.
And they are getting married or eloping.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say that eloping. I said maybe they family don't know.
Well, shit.
Nehum done spilled the beans.
Well, maybe that's why she got B instead of Bree.
Oh. Well, we're going to call you B, sis. Just for your privacy, honey. Because if your family like mine, they all up in your shit. They be all in your shit.
So they getting married. I ain't gonna put the date out there.
No,
but they
don't
getting
do that.
married
Don't
sometime
do
next year.
Yes. And when y'all do, send us the picture so we can put you on our Instagram, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless y'all want to invite us. We love a good wedding.
I do love a good wedding. and I give good gifts.
Exactly.
I don't like being in weddings, but I love going to a good wedding. And I'm a good guest. So you can put me at any table. Grandma, the little cousins, auntie, I'm talking to people, I'm dancing. You're gonna get positive compliments.
I love a good cha-cha slide.
I am the best date to anybody's wedding. Like I go on to weddings where, well, of course, me and Nero, but Nia, I done been to plus one with him. I am a great plus one. Like I'm bringing the energy. I don't care if the food is horrible. I'm like, this is delicious. I'm eating a dry cake. I just love the energy.
And we're gonna tell you're beautiful,
even if you're not. I be on time, and I don't care if you late. Like I'm that type of guest.
Right.
If you say start at 4:30, I'm be there at 4, and I'm just gonna be sitting there, and you don't gotta start to sit. So I'm still gonna be
right. And we still gonna tell you're beautiful.
Absolutely, I love weddings.
And
I love weddings and baby showers.
All right, so you're gonna read B's responses, and I read Fred's.
Sounds good.
So how did they first meet?
So B said, he slid in the DMs. Y'all, it's a lot of folks be sliding in them DMs. How many people? That's at least the third or fourth person. We're going to have to host an episode like called the social media roundtable or the slide in the DMs roundtable. Because we done had way too many folks who, first of all, normal. They got sense. And, have these successful relationships to really get some tips. It got to be tips.
Well, Yo Gotti said it goes down in the DM.
See, that's why I don't trust it. Because right there you go. Now I'm believing because B and Fred done came with their love story, and here you go.
What? Yo Gotti?
Yo Gotti.
There you go. Rake it up.
I do like that song, though. Anyway, I got to read B's part. So she says, he slid in my DMs. He followed me on Instagram, and we just kind of liked each other's pictures. And I asked on IG, should I make a Twitter? He ended up saying, yes, you should. So I made one, and literally as soon as I put my profile picture up, he added me and slid into the DMs. So I was never the type to put my last name on anything, but he slid in my DM and was like, hi, Miss, I don't know if I want to say your last name, Miss W, how are you? May I get to know you? And of course, I knew him from IG, but I was intrigued and scared because he knew my last name, LOL, but we ended up talking from there. Hey, I was about to say, sis, he like VC. What is he? What he said? Who the bomber? Do you know what's his name?
Kanzikski. I don't know how to say that nigga last name.
What's his first name?
Ted.
How he know? He done investigated like Ted, honey. He brilliant. How did he learn your name,
Well,
sis?
let's see what Fred said.
That's kind of intriguing, though. Like, I think that goes to what we always say is this idea. Maybe we need to do like a book on like the art of dating, or not a how-to or anything, but almost like short stories or like key and tidbits, because this idea of persistence is huge.
Yeah.
And it sounded like that he was just persistent and did his research.
He did his research.
All right, what Fred said?
So Fred said, well.
Okay, first of all, why does Fred have a southern accent? B sounds like Nyambi, and you coming with this southern accent. I don't even think we got that many listeners in the South. So do Fred right.
Yo.
Oh, now he's from New York. Okay, come on. Now I'm just talking your voice.
All right. Well, I seen her in Walmart with one of her friends. I was working, but I knew her family unbeknownst to her.
Oh, he's sneaky.
Yeah, unbeknownst to her, our family used to go to church together back in the day.
Look at the Lord bringing couples together day by day.
Yeah, that church love.
Shut up.
You got that church.
Come on.
She used to cheer for our team in Little League football, and I always known who she was, but never knew she never knew who I was. Aww. So he was always keeping an eye on you.
I was about to say, he's super persistent.
So I decided to shoot my shot on IG and Twitter, and now we getting married.
That's kind of romantic.
That's what I'm talking about, player.
That's kind of romantic. It reminds me of the Alicia Keys song, You Don't Know My Name.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know my name.
Right. You don't know who. You don't know who looking at you.
That's literally that song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes my heart smile. So he said Little League.
Yeah.
What grade is that? That's 10.
Yeah, 5.
It ain't 5. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he didn't have like a little crush on her since he been like an adolescent.
Right. Keep an eye on her.
He said keep an eye on her.
You know how it be. You know, you get them girls and they be cheering. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you grow up like, damn, that's her.
And then I even like it more because he was working.
Yeah. Now I be loving nigga that's working.
I don't care where you work. I just love a work ethic. What? He already got points in my book. You know, a lot of niggas just I was just up in Walmart just chilling. He said he was working.
He was working.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next question is, when did each of you know that your partner was the one? B says, I knew he was the one when I broke up with him because he went to Nero, let me finish. Okay. This sounds like a Nyambi response. I knew he was the one when I broke up with him because we went through some things and I was over it. I moved about an hour and a half away to go to school, as a quick decision because I was completely tired of my hometown. I understand, sis. We haven't really talked, but I did tell him what school I was going to. He texted me one day and was like, hi, I want to check on you to see how you're doing. I'm like, hi, good. I'm in the library. Come on. I told you this is a Nyambi response. I'm in the library. He didn't text back and I was being super short with him. I looked up from my book because I felt something, someone staring at me and he was there, shocking me completely. I'm like, yeah, so he's mine. LOL. Come on. First of all, this is what I'm talking about when sometimes you have to let folks go. Like, people are really, I think, sometimes hesitant for the breakup. I know Brother Nia don't believe in the broom with rain, but I think sometimes a breakup is okay. I don't like when people are serial breakup folks. So, meaning we just break up every 6 months just because we do this. No. But I think if you can have a clean one breakup, maybe 2, I think that still can work because sometimes you do need space to get your mind right, get your energy right, or to refocus. I think that's okay. And I like how sis did it and she cut it off.
She cut it off and her ass moved. She got the fuck on.
But not only to move to then what?
Go to school.
For further better herself. Because I do agree with Nia say you only get 3 days to mourn.
You only get 3 days, but after a breakup, that's the best time to get sexy. Sexy and physical, mental, spiritual.
Upgrade everything.
Yes.
And that's what sis did. And once she did that, he came right back. And then him persistence. He already knew sis. So him just saying, I want to be back with you.
Yeah.
That wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah.
She wanted show and prove. She ain't want no more talk.
Right.
And that's exactly what he did. He backed it up. And I agree. That's how you know somebody's the one. Because that's what you want. So if we think of people of being trends, right? And they do the same thing. You know, you have growth and all that, but it's going to be in that trend, right? So if y'all go through another rocky time, right? Or something happens, he seems like the type who's going to always show up. Does that so that's the theme, that's the takeaway I'm getting from him. So he might mess up, he might do something, we might have disagreements, but he always shows up, go above and beyond. And I think that's a key that would stick out to me. And also if it's someone you're thinking about you want to marry, I think that's huge.
Exactly. And sometimes, fellas, you got to lose something if you be like, oh shit, like she was the one.
Yeah.
I done fucked this one up, like me.
And humble your spirit.
Yeah.
And say that.
Yeah. Girl, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely. You want to read Fred?
Yeah, what Fred say? I knew she was the one after I had messed up and she broke up with me. And the next day, I asked her to meet me at the river walk because I wanted to apologize and ask, could I still be friends with her? Or can I still be her friend? She's very no nonsense, but I knew I loved her and she had love for me, even a little bit.
He said, all I need is a little bit of love, just a little bit.
Right. At first, she wouldn't meet me, but then she turned around and gave me the time. That's what's up.
That's how you gotta do it.
I knew she was the one when I came up there to apologize and asked, can I hug her? And she told me no.
No, nigga.
Hello.
5 feet.
Sounds weird, but I knew that moment that I was going to work triple time to win her back, and I did.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about, nigga.
Oh, Fred. His name Fred.
Oh, Fred, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. That's some player shit. Yes. That's what you got to do when you're gonna win your girl back. You know. You gotta go back. You gotta get what's yours. Yeah. You gotta get your woman, and that's what he did.
Okay, Nero. Next, they said, what's the keys to the success of your relationship? They said the key to the success of their relationship is meeting each other where the other one is. If one is at 29%, the other has to give the 71%. Never going to bed with unresolved issues. Laughing. Learn love languages. Be persistent and purposeful, and know that you're on the same team. And keep folk out your business.
Amen.
Come on, isn't that the word?
Keep them motherfuckers.
It's so many gems in here. Laugh. I think laugh is good. Learn love languages. How do you show? The way you show and receive love looks very differently, and it could look very different from your partners. It's important to know that. But at the same time, keep folk out your business is huge. Huge. Capital H. Yes.
Yes. And I was looking at that learn love languages because, I was giving Nyambi all types of beds while we was at
And
DC.
ain't working.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh. I was about to say.
I thought you were talking about when we first met and you was giving me all types of bids and love languages, and it wouldn't work because we had different love languages. But I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to young married couples? Although we're just engaged, we definitely say that everyone's love is unique. Amen. People can give you advice and take it as you may, but the ones you know and love your partner as you do. It's hard work to be in a relationship. Put in 120%. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to tell us about your love story? Love on purpose and teamwork make the dream work.
Yes.
Love on purpose.
Yes.
And teamwork make the dream work.
Perfect. Nice.
So shout out to you, Fred and B.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations on y'all upcoming nuptials.
Yes.
Keep it up with this black love. We loving it. And for everyone else who want to share their black love with us and with the community, go ahead and shoot us. Go to blacklovematters.com. /love story. Y'all see the form, fill it out, and you can get shot on the podcast as well.
I agree.
We got some pillows out.
Absolutely. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the article that I seen. It was called "Do People Who Marry Late in Life Find Happiness?" And what they basically found was that people who married 35 and older had more happiness than folks who married younger than 35.
I can believe it.
Oh well, damn. Why is that? So I just thought that was interesting. And I wanted to flesh that out more with you.
Okay.
So you had a quick answer. Why do you think that?
Because I think this article definitely validates us in our relationship.
Why you say that?
Because we in our 30s, we ain't really,
we're not as traditional.
No,
that's the word.
We ain't really traditional.
Yeah.
I think we chose a house over marriage, or like a house over a wedding. Like I don't know if I told y'all the story on how I had some money saved, and I said, Nyambi, baby,
big wedding.
Yes.
Or a house.
I have this certain amount of money saved up. This can either go towards down payment for a ring and a wedding, or this can go towards a house. And Nyambi is like, baby, I want that house. And I was like, well, if you go get this house route, that wedding may not be coming as soon as you want it to because we're going through this house.
Or the celebration of it, I should say. Yeah.
And you was like, I want the house. Yeah. So.
Because I got to have somewhere to live. Honey.
We got the house.
It's about equity.
So, I think we fall in this whole thing. And I think there's a whole lot of things that.
I think other things that play into it.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to. Like, a whole lot of other things play into, like, getting married later in life and things of that sort. But I also think, like, how our lifestyle and our views and how we even think of, gender roles and the American dream and things of that sort really plays into it.
I just think, okay, so we've known each other since we've been, in my late teens? So 20?
Yeah, I met you. I was 20. You was 19.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, so we did the traditional. You be with someone a year or two, right? And then you get married. What mind frame would you even be in as 21 years old getting married? Like that's what I even go back to. So I know we saved for the house and the money. Ours is more of. I think that's where it came down to business decision. Yeah. So I think we made a business decision. I think we would have been happy regardless. Yeah. I'll be honest. I say that this is I'll be mushy. So I think if I was like, no, Niram, I want a big wedding. I want the ring right now. We would have been happy in our little 1-bedroom apartment. We would have been happy. I really think, but age and experience has something to do with it. I just can't imagine what it is to be that young and making a lifelong commitment to someone. And I haven't even made a commitment to myself.
Hey, ooh.
Does that?
Yeah.
Like, I barely know as a woman 30 in her 30s of I don't want to say I know who I am, but I'm still developing, maturing, navigating, and figuring it out.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine taking on that role of wife in my teens and 20s.
Yeah.
And doing it well and being happy. So meaning being a wife, would I be good at like taking care of you, taking care of the home, these normal gender roles we're talking about? I think that's the easy part. But still with the kicker in this article that says that each of the partners have happiness. That's what I thought was interesting. So it's not that you don't stay married or, have like, these stereotypical happy lives. I mean, successful lives. But what they were saying, people just aren't happy in it. So that's the piece that I had to really reflect on to be like, would I have been happy to get married that young? Does that make sense?
And also
like,
think about
think about that. Like, could I have been mature enough to be so selfless to love you and love myself just as like? Would I have been able to do that
at 20?
At 20,
no.
That I feel like I'm just getting to a space to do now, meaning that I love myself, but I also love you,
right? And you know yourself,
and I know myself, and I'm happy with that. I don't know if I could have did that.
That brings up a good point. And I wonder, what's the divorce rate? What, 50% now? It's like 50-50?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
So, I wonder if that's something they even look into, like if, a comparison, the people who get married young, so early 20s and things of that sort, versus people who get married in like they mid to late 30s and things of that sort. And does that marriage last longer than the people?
Well, you don't got as much life.
But also that, like, hell, we've been together for 12 years, so shit, our relationship has lasted longer than some marriages.
Yes,
people then got married and then married, divorced, and got married again during our relationship.
Okay. Don't say no name. But yes, but still, we weren't married.
Exactly.
I do believe when you say I do, something happens, and it's a little bit higher stakes. And I think being a girlfriend is different than being a wife, and the expectations are different.
Yeah,
I do believe.
True that.
I wholeheartedly believe.
True that.
So it was just something I was reflecting on. Or is it that when you get older, you're just not for the bullshit?
And that might be the thing too.
Like together for not for the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
can you imagine, getting married and being like Issa's friend or Tiffany's friend, like being around and being amongst that bullshit? I can only imagine like the conversations Tiffany and Du Bois. I can't even think his last name.
Me either. His first name
is
his last name is Du Bois.
I know his last name Du Bois.
I don't know his real name. He only got a couple lines.
Oh yeah.
But I just think I keep going back to the top. Y'all know we be getting off trail.
We are.
But or little things. So I see as we're getting older, like I always say, me and Niram, we are best friends. We love to hang out. We love to kiki with each other, right? But we know how to give each other space. Yeah. And we can say that without even saying it. We can kind of look each other in the eye. We know each other so well that we can go to the other person and be like, do you need Niram time? Do you need Nyambi time? All right, go and enjoy it. Compared to, I think, earlier in our relationship, it was this idea that we had to be Velcro.
Yeah, we had to be everywhere.
Together. We have to do everything together. We have to go places together. We have to travel to get that's a very young see, that's why I don't want to be stereotypical to the young folks. I think immature. Yeah. So maybe this is not an age thing. Maybe this is a maturity thing. And statistically, allegedly, as you age, you become more mature. Right. Allegedly. Because there are some mature young couples out there too that are able to do it. Yeah, but it's still out there. So it's almost this idea of maturity that's able to go through. Because I think you're in a very immature relationship if you and your spouse can't do things separately, or you're uncomfortable to even articulate that to them. Right. To be like, hey, you go be great. I promise I'll be here when you come home.
I promise.
I made the vow. I told the Lord. I'm not going there. So what do y'all think, listeners? Do you think that what's your opinion on people who marry late? Do you agree with the article? The later you marry, the more happiness you find, or it's the opposite? You see, I had to process it. I think it might be a maturity thing. So I think the more mature the couple, the happier the couple. Okay. And then the least mature, keep you prayed up.
What else we got?
Next, I found something else. The idea that love makes you dumb and sex makes you smart.
Okay.
That doesn't make enough sense to you?
I'm listening.
Alrighty, so researchers hypothesize that feelings of love, kind of which stimulate the areas of the brain associated with things like reward, may also deactivate the areas of the brain associated with other cognitive functions. However, although love impairs some cognitive skills such as working memory, come on, like this is big, such as working memory and attention, the experience of love may improve neural functions such as identifying emotional states and creative thinking. This research involved mostly kind of undergrad students. So, it's a certain age range that goes along with it. But on the opposite end, they said sex can make you smarter. So what we were talking about was this idea of feelings of love. So people that you're in love with, you express this love, you're in a relationship, that type of thing. But sex, these are folks that you might not necessarily have an emotional connection to. You just have a sexual relationship with. As we said before, it might not be surprising that love makes you dumb, but what it could be surprising is that sex makes you smarter. So a variety of evidence has shown that sexual activity is associated with having better cognitive abilities in older adults. So older adults who remain interested and engaged in sexual activities also retain stronger cognitive skills and have verbal fluencies, number sequencing, and recalls. So researchers then point out that sex enhances the secretion of dopamine, which may then help improve working memory and other cognitive skills, those skills that decrease when you're in love. However, because this research is involved kind of with older adults, it can't be inclusive overall, but I thought that was just so interesting. So this idea when you're in love.
So when you're in love at a younger age, you're dumb.
Yep.
And then if you're just having sex at an older age, you get smarter.
Yep.
I can see it.
Okay, so Niram is just the prophet. How can you just see it then? Now?
Because, they did college students, they don't know what the fuck love is. What? Yeah, they dumb. They doing everything. They doing all types of stupid shit. I love him. Overdrafting and shit. I love
overdrafted.
You done gave
negative 25.
Right. You done gave this nigga your car.
Yes.
I love him.
He done crashed the car. No, I don't got no car. We both on the bus.
You just it's like puppy love. You just so enthralled into the relationship. Like, yeah, you dumb as hell.
I don't think it's just the kids though. Like I know the article focused on the children, but I think it's everybody. You never had friends that you be like, girl, you just as dumb as the day is long. When it come to this. You ain't never seen that.
Yeah, I've had.
Even just older people. I be like, this is dumb. This don't make sense.
You're dumb.
Or this might go out to the relationship. I don't know if y'all got friends who you be like, y'all know, now you know you should break up with them. And they just keep going back.
But I love him.
To the same person. Like, well, that don't make sense.
You just do it. You keep getting stuck in the same cycle.
Over
and over again. Like, sis, that's insanity.
Yeah.
I'm going to change them, though.
Or even how the idea when you're in love, like it's this idea that love is blind. I think all these other cliche things and people that made songs of it. Who was it? Jasmine Sullivan, I'm in love with another man. He didn't look better than you. He ain't smarter than you. He don't treat me as good as you, but I love him. Well, bitch, where does that make sense at? Don't get me wrong, that's my song. But again, Nyambi's in the 30 to 35 check box, so I'm listening to the lyrics because I got to be aware of my diet, and my diet is what I ingest in my ears. So I was like, what you mean? He don't look better than him. He don't lay it down better than him. He don't make more money than him. He don't treat you better. But he the one. Bye. That's worse than hood love. What? Then I think about how sex makes you smarter. I was gonna say, but what's wrong with Molly? But Molly not in it for the sex. She's in it for the love. And
that's why she done.
And Dro in it for the sex.
And that's why he's smart.
Okay.
Because his ass then what? He done found a dummy who was willing to go down with this shit. That's what you do when you're smart. You go manipulate somebody who's dumber than you.
But she a lawyer. But she
exactly.
in love. But she in love. So that cognitive impairment went down, right?
Yeah. Y'all see how we putting all this shit together?
You stupid. You say we don't went full circle.
You're right.
Have you ever felt like when you were in love you were dumb?
Yeah.
When?
I think it was a few previous relationships where I was like
what? Tell the truth. Tell the truth, say the devil. Come on.
Ooh,
we be honest. We don't hold back.
Just trying to get all up in my business.
That's my goal. Come on.
No.
Come on, Nero.
Pass.
No, come on.
I think.
No pass.
What do you mean no pass?
You trying to distract me.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
I think the previous relationship I was in with the pregnancy scare, I was a little A lot of dumb. Because I was like doing things and just trying to.
So you rather say you were dumb instead of you were in love?
Yeah.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. So you were in love.
I was dumb.
You were in love.
It made me dumb.
Dumb in love. That's
Exactly.
That's 25 and dumb.
It made me dumb, and I was
and
just
full
doing.
Of cum.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how you got there.
Yeah. Hey.
25 dumb and full of cum.
Exactly. Because I should have learned. I should have seen all the warning signs about that.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead and tell your story.
I should have seen the warning signs all about that when I was in that situationship / relationship, and her roommate was like, "Oh." Her roommate was trying to give me the signals, and I was like, I didn't hear him.
Oh, it's like Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah.
Even your boys tried to warn me on the low.
Yeah. Her roommate was trying to warn me on the low.
What did the roommate say? Was the roommate trying to get with you or really was like, nah, bro?
No, she was trying to like warn me on the low. Like, oh, you helping her do this? Oh. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. She used those type of terms. She was always
Shout out to her.
She was always hitting me with.
Shout out to her.
If I was you, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why? And she make that weird face at me. And like,
Shout out to her. Shout out. She's a good black woman. Yeah. She was trying to warn you because she seen you as a good black man. Yeah. She was trying to warn you.
So and I was just dumb and I ain't pick up on the warning signs. But now I'll be picking up on everything, every little thing.
How did that make you feel after? How did that? So
it made me feel dumb. It made me feel stupid.
Just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After the relationship, when did you realize you was dumb and stupid? Like, was it almost an instant thing, or was it a later on processing?
I think it was after we broke up, but I think it was really when she called me like 2 months later. It's like, you might be a daddy, and it's like, hold on.
She wanted her Rolodex. Near him.
And then, and I everything started going back, and context clues, because we done broke up. It's been a month and a half, and then she hits you with, you might be a daddy, and it's like, hold on, we ain't together no more.
Yeah,
we ain't been together in a month or so. We ain't had sex in this long. What you mean? I might be a daddy?
Yeah, how far along is you? Let's start doing this math. Yeah,
is you pregnant? Is you not? You pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pregnant, and then it's like.
Now you start doing
then
math.
Like everything just
now
started flashing.
Yeah. E squared equals 2 squared.
Now I'm the fucking Unabomber. My IQ squared and went the fuck up. Everything started flashing back. Everything the roommate was saying. And then it's like, I might be.
Rain Man.
Bitch, who you fucking?
Yeah.
Including me.
Yes.
And that's when everything came out. It's like, oh, I was just so dumb.
Yeah.
The warning signs was there.
And then you had your mama hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Nero.
Exactly. You want to bring back all this trauma? You're going to give me a hug or something.
I'll give you a hug. I give you a hug. What? Have you ever been in a situation where sex has made you feel smarter? Or
hold on, you ain't gonna answer the question for you. You ain't slick.
Let's do the other part.
No. I need you to go ahead and answer the same question for you, baby doll. I'm out here putting.
I was trying to get my Oprah Winfrey on.
I know you was trying to get your Oprah Winfrey on. Nope. Y'all see how she tried to get me black love community? Go ahead and put it all out on the table now.
Let's see. Have love ever made me feel dumb?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When? And with who?
I'm not saying with who because we ain't saying. Oh, did you? Oh, yes, No, we don't say names. But probably with a previous boyfriend, and it's just I can't even put my finger on it. It was just. When someone's using you, like, kind of like your situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like you didn't care. Maybe I was Molly. Maybe that's why I was triggered.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So the situation's bad. But what you in, it feels so good, right?
What type of situation was it?
We didn't know.
Oh.
No, I tell you that. He probably knew. So, away at school or busy, like I'm always super, super busy. Like I always had something to do. So, I really wasn't available. Like I was never one of them girlfriends that you just come chill with every single day. On the block, it'd be them girls who be on the porch every day.
Yeah.
That was not Nyambi. Like Nyambi is at meetings, Nyambi's at work. I'm doing something. So when I made time necessarily for, a boyfriend, like we planned time to go together. And I think that was used to his advantage. And then kind of when I had some time free up, I'm like, well, what do you mean you can't do X, Y, and Z? And everything kind of like what you said, it start coming back. And it's like, oh, damn. We using each other. This isn't good. But it was the point where I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be used, so my ego was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense?
Yep.
Like, it was like
that Leo ego was hurt.
Yeah, my ego was bruised because it was like, you using me,
Mm-hmm.
nigga? Seriously? So I think that was just when I felt dumb, where I should have I knew what it was from the beginning, and I should have been upfront. You know, I've been in a situation when someone asked, I was with somebody and they was like, you know, what's up with your girl? And you know, Nyambi. Now? I said, really? I said, let me call her for you. Because if you want to know, look, this is me, darling. You know, so like just slide comments like that, being younger and not as confident to be like, hey, fuck you. You a bitch. You can't get with my girl because we don't do sloppy seconds. Like, you know, like it was just more passive. And I think it was the love that made you dumb. They'd be like, well, maybe he ain't meaning that way. What the fuck else way is it to mean it? Just like Molly and Dro. What the fuck else do we mean?
Yeah.
He just did a fuck. So I think that's something where I just felt dumb. And, you know, thinking about it, I'm grateful it happened when I was young. Because I know some grown women who go through shit like that. So I couldn't imagine being at the age I am now, older, and some nigga telling me, I've been caught a case.
What's up with your friend though?
And we cool. Like, it ain't like we just initially talking.
Right.
Like, we had a relationship. Oh, I done got pissed. God damn it.
Hey,
this is why you ain't go down that road. But I think that made you dumb. So instead of nipping that shit in the butt and saying, don't call me, fuck you, by the way, you a fuck boy. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, lining all this shit up. You let it go, right?
You let it go.
Because you think something's going to change.
And it don't.
And then you want to go talk to a young Nyambi to be like, well, why? Why do you think that's going to work? Your father ain't teach you that. Come on. Oh, Nero. Has there been a times where sex makes you feel smarter? Let's end on a high note. Why you look? Nero, did that story shock you?
Yeah.
What shocked you?
Because, you know, Nyambi try to not give you the full story. That's how Nyambi try to roll, y'all. She tried to get all up in y'all business, but don't want to share nothing about her.
What do you mean?
You know,
I'm an open book.
She say that, but there's been a lot of people that said Nyambi is like an enigma to them.
What do you mean enigma?
You know what that means.
No. Oh, you're right, I do. But everybody might not.
Right. Have there been times where sex makes me smart?
Yeah, feel like it make you smarter. Or I shouldn't. Smart. Clarity.
I guess. I don't know. I
yes,
think about that.
Yes.
Well, you tell your story now. I can reflect.
So I think about this right when I got into undergrad. Like I was very clear because I think coming off that situation, being focused on like really getting this degree, I'm one of the first in my family. Like I'm getting out, right? I don't care what I got to do. I'm getting up out here with this degree. And you know, with some dudes prior to Nero, during Nero, you know, that before we were official, that, you know, I met and I liked.
What's his name?
No. I can't get him that much energy. That was a part of the deal because it's clarity. That it was just folks that I enjoy hanging out with.
Do I know him?
I don't think so. No, you ain't running the same crew. You ain't running the same crew. I almost said something shady, but but so I met these guys and they was cool to hang out with, but it wasn't like me and you. Like I feel like we had this chemistry where I wanted to hang out with you regardless. So if it was a sexual thing, cool. If it wasn't, cool. With them, it was like, well, it's kind of like Dro. Aloof. Like, you know, it's cool for us to go to the movies every now and then, but, you know, you're really good at something else. And it's better that you focus on that. And I was okay with that. And I think kind of the young, dumb Nyambi would have tried to make something of it. It's almost what Nia was saying with friends, but I think it's this idea with romantic relationships. You're trying to make people and cards something that they're not. So I think I just had clear expectations on what our relationship was. And it was beautiful. Like, it was no hurt feelings. We were very open and transparent about who we were talking to, who we were dating, if we want to start dating. Like, that's one of the things. Like, if we really want to start dating someone serious, we would let each other know, because neither one of us wanted to be side nothing. But if we were dating openly, we would. Like, you know, we got STD tests. We shared them. Like, it was that type of relationship. Like, we agreed not calling after. Like, we weren't the type. You weren't just going to call Nyambi at 2 a.m. Like, it wasn't that type of role. But, you know, we could call on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? And once we were together. It wasn't, no, let me look at my phone. It was just very mature. And I don't know how I got that or what gave me the courage or the confidence. I guess I say I don't got shit to lose. Because these niggas out here bold, I might as well be bold. And I always made the proposition to the men. And they was just like, damn, all right. And they followed all the rules. to the point where in public we'll act like this the first time we done met. We'll be like, yeah, who is it? Yeah, nice to meet you, nice to see you. Like to that point. Mm-hmm. And it worked out really well. And then after we kind of finished that, like we was like, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna say? And we said, if our partners ever asked about each other, we would share that. But outside of that, this is not just something you want to go tell your friends. Like, it's okay to share with your partners, but that's about it. And it's just like just mutual respect. And it was always there. And it kept it going. And it was a way to kind of keep your name out the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just very clear cut. And I think the sets made me smarter. It was just, I didn't have no emotions tied to it. I ain't catch no feelings because that wasn't there. So if I had the feelings there, it would have been there off rip, but it wasn't. But they were very talented. Does that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think that's how it made me. Like, there's no remorse. And I think I even went to them first because I think maybe it was around when I was there. I said, I'm getting serious. And so I just got to be straight up with you. Mm-hmm. That's why. See, and they was like, I appreciate you being straight up. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. We'll take a break. Oh. And the break never went back. Oh. They tried. They called. And I said, no, I'm still cool. They said, okay. Yep.
Oh. Come on. Can I see your phone?
Not this week. you still can I see your phone? But that's how it was. Like I know it was like a very, very mature booty call. Mm-hmm. But it was like, I don't know, because we were all on our grind. We trying to do what we need to do, get these degrees. Sometimes you just need somebody you can be like, yeah, okay, this is safe. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's how it was for me. What about you? Does that surprise you? Mm-hmm. Well, you knew.
No. Kinda. Yeah, I kind of knew.
Yeah.
No, that ain't surprised me.
Why not?
Because when it comes to relationship, sex, or anything like that, you're very business-like. Ooh. You are. Nyambi has, like the threesome episode. I can have a threesome with you, but I can't marry you. Yeah. Like, Nyambi has these certain things that's like concrete. Like, okay, yeah, we can do this, but after this is done, there will never be another ever again. Nyambi.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would think I had somewhat of similar situationships like that when I was in Tennessee at the Black College. And at the Black College there was only like 4 dorms. And, they were, all male dorms and all female dorms, and we only had like 1,200 students there, like total. So I think picking the people to sleep with increased my smartness, if that makes sense. Because you knew, like, okay, looking at the people they interact with, who's going to keep your business out the street, and how you going to get creative enough to have sex on campus or off campus and not get caught by anybody, and also keep your sanity and keep your privacy and your confidentiality.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But now I don't know how different that would be now in the age of social media. Because social media,
and that's the thing. Like, when we started, since Facebook was so new, and we was Black College, they was like the last two, and a small Black college.
Oh, that was disrespectful. The Black colleges didn't get it, did they?
That Facebook, they was like the last to get Facebook. Like, that school didn't get Facebook until like 2 years after I transferred.
Oh my goodness, they got it before it went public.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
So, like, the people that I moved with and, was shaking and moving with and things of that sort, and, like, just picking out those type of people and coming, like, fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
Was like, oh, yeah, like, you just can't be going around fucking everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The last one that I got was the science of cuddling. I thought this was super, super interesting because I'm a big cuddler. I'm a hugger, cuddler, and all that good stuff. So if you're like most people, it feels nice to cuddle, right? But what happened? But what happens next? Is cuddling the final destination, or is it a build up to something more intimate? That is, how likely is it that cuddling will lead to having sex? Somewhat surprisingly, the experts in the field offer some conflicting opinions. So I think the last name of the research is Perel suggests that cuddling can get in the way of erotic passion. In fact, she describes advising couples who want to increase their sexual passion to refrain from cuddling. Her argument is that the emotional connection which occurs while cuddling is the breakdown to erotic passion. That it makes us feel too close and too familiar to our partner, and it's unlikely to bring about lustful feelings. However, some researchers are drawing different conclusion. Gottman suggests that not only is cuddling good thing to do for your relationship, But he made a list of 13 things that couples who with great sex lives are doing, and number 7 on that list was cuddling. His belief is that the connection and closeness that comes from cuddling is the fuel that leads to a better and more satisfying sex. So women often describe kind of cuddling as something that helps promote a higher sexual desire. Women said that being touched non-sexually helped them get more acclimated and more intimate in kind of a sexual headspace. However, men didn't necessarily describe using cuddling as this way to get themselves in the mood. Instead, men indicated that while cuddling, they noticed that their sexual urges often spontaneously showed up. Man, y'all ain't nothing.
Tell you, the wind blow the right way.
When sometimes men said things like, all she has to do is touch me. Basically, the wind just got to blow and he get her, honey. But in both cases, cuddling seemed to be described as a desire enhancer versus a damper. So with that article, Nirma, I was going to ask you this idea of to cuddle or to not to cuddle. Mm. That is the question. What do you think?
I cuddle because I know you like it.
Oh, you just cuddle because of me? Oh, yeah. So you don't like it?
Yeah. I think, on a level of enjoyment, I think you get more enjoyment from cuddling than I do.
Why is that?
Because I think of like all the stories of you being younger and how you just be cuddling up with godmom and everything else.
I'm just a cuddle. I'm a hugger.
Yes, you like to hug, you like to cuddle. Like that's innate with you. And like it's a part of you, a part of your DNA. But me, being that, most of my life I would spend myself like by myself at home. I didn't have nobody to necessarily cuddle up with.
So you're saying your mama and your sister didn't hug you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But it's,
I'm gonna get even now, on that.
Even now it's kind of weird, like hugging my mom and my sister.
Yeah.
It just feels weird.
Why?
Because, I'm like, I think even Nia was having this conversation with me. Like, I'm not the type of one to like, if I'm going to be affectionate and it's like fist pound, brother hug. Uh-huh. But, me hugging and kissing people, it's not really my thing.
And so what am I like? How do I hug?
You like the complete opposite when it comes to that. You like, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug.
I do church hugs?
You sometimes, it depends on the person.
Oh, how do I do that when I really like you? What I do?
You get a full on hug. I even think about when we go see your therapist and you be like, give me a hug. Oh. He's like, can I hug you?
Boundaries.
Can I give you a hug? And I'm like, you gave her a hug, and I'm like,
bye.
See you. Bye. See you later.
Do I cross boundaries with hugs?
Sometimes you do. What? But I think this is you and how you was brought up and things of that sort. So
is my family huggy?
No.
That's what I said. Where do I get it from?
I don't know.
Because my mom and dad not huggy.
I know.
How are they? My dad's very fist pounding.
Your dad give me a fist pound or a handshake every time we leave, or like the half brother hug where you can like get the handshake and you do shoulder to shoulder. That's what your dad is all about.
And what my mom do.
Your mom give you that church hug.
Yeah. And then I'm basically jumping on top of him.
Yeah.
I'm a koala.
Yep.
I'm giving a bear hug.
Yeah.
Yes, I just thought this was interesting, this idea of cuddling. I think what got me was the idea that one of the researchers said that cuddling actually can decrease sexual desire just because of the things you just said. So is this idea of being this super closeness or, okay, I'll speak straight, no chaser. I think this cuddle or not to cuddle with sex depends what you want to do. Mm-hmm. So if you want to make love, I think cuddling is good. If you want to fuck and have sex, I don't think cuddling is good. Because those are two different experiences that I think you can have. And I think cuddling stimulates two different ones.
Yeah, it does.
Cutting clear to you again, Nero, huh?
It is. I agree.
What do you agree with?
Because I know when it comes to love and, making love and fucking, yes.
Those two different things.
It's definitely two different things. But for some people like that, cuddling and hugging, intimacy. And it builds that intimacy.
And sometimes fucking not about intimacy.
You're not getting, you fucking somebody, especially if it's one night stand, you ain't no intimacy.
You don't want to cuddle with them.
You have one night stands, you ain't kissing nobody in the mouth.
You don't want to smell their hair, you don't want none of that.
No. I just want to hit it from
you don't want them to put their sheets on you.
Nope.
Because you don't know if they're clean.
I just want to hit it from the back with my socks on.
Because you don't want to touch your feet to touch the ground. Because they float nasty.
Because I don't know when the last time they swept.
Oh my God. You silly. So you agree. Okay. Yeah.
But when it comes to me, like what they said, like when it comes to men, I can do it out.
But does cuddling turn you on? I got that from the men that they're like, oh, we started off cuddling, and then it's oops.
You know, sometimes it do end that way. You know, I told you all I need is the wind to blow me the right way.
Okay, thank you.
And I'd be like, yep.
Thank you.
You know, all I need is Naomi to lick my elbow.
Shut up. See, you can't take anything I'm bringing. I run these articles to the podcast, and you are not taking them seriously.
You know, I got to bring a little comical relief to it.
You think this is too intense?
No, I'm just saying, you know, I still like to bring comical relief to it, though.
Okay.
But I do think, you know, sometimes we end up cuddling. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't know this was leading here. I thought it was just, you know.
I thought I was cold.
You know, I thought Naomi was just cold because Naomi good for putting the cold feet on you. Or, you know, she'd be like, I want to be a big spoon. So she can just put her hands on your back.
You telling all my secrets now.
You sure do.
Come on. But again, I think the only thing I want to go back to is this idea of making love and having sex and fucking, those two different things.
Yeah,
besides intimacy, what is the differences you see?
Like I said,
Be careful.
You ain't looking them in no eye.
Oh.
You ain't kissing on them.
Okay.
You got your socks still on.
Not the socks. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, it's those type of intimacy bonding things where you like, I'm making love, like, oh, look me in the face, baby. I just want to see your eyes, just lock eyes.
That can get creepy. Especially in the darkness and if your eyes start glowing.
You know, you hold me tight.
Oh, yeah, that's more love.
When you fucking spread it open and hit it from the back, nigga.
Okay. I shouldn't have asked the question.
What? I'm just speaking the truth.
What I'm going to say from that is I think, I agree with what you said, it's different between, I think cuddling goes hand in hand, basically person to person. Mm-hmm. But more than that, what you want your outcome to be. Mm-hmm. So maybe you're making love, building a romance, floor play, it's amazing. But if you just want to do the damn thing, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. But I will highlight that it's important, no matter if you're in a relationship, you should be doing both.
I think it's like rabbit sex. You
have to do both.
Rabbit sex versus slow grinding.
Oh. Now you're back.
Yeah.
What do you meaning?
You know, that slow grind, you know, you getting all up in it.
Are you dancing?
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm doing the shoulder shimmy, y'all.
Not the shoulder shimmy. No, I was thinking rock the boat. What's it called? Hip roll.
Yeah. You know, it's like a motion.
Hip roll.
Yeah, it's like the motion of water.
Yeah.
You making love. But when you fucking, it's like rabbits.
It's like Hurricane Harvey. Quick and fast. All right. So I guess Niram hits his capacity tonight. To submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, be sure to do that on blacklovematters.com, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media. Don't forget that voicemail. We're at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Again, a big shout out to B and Fred. Thank you so much for sharing your love story. Once you all get married, please send those pictures to us so we can highlight y'all. Talk to y'all later, and remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.